So before I owned these cars, I always thought if I ever had a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, I'd drive it everywhere. Well, now I've got both sitting in my garage along with the 911 Turbo S, and most days I'm driving this, my Model X. And it's not because I'm afraid to drive the other cars, I drive them all the time. I've just realized that not every drive needs to be a supercar drive. If I'm going out on a Sunday morning with nowhere to go, yeah, I'm probably taking the Ferrari. If I want to grab coffee and hear that V10 behind me, most likely I'm taking the Lambo. But if I'm running errands or sitting in traffic for like 45 minutes, I'm probably taking this. And honestly, before I owned these cars, I don't think I would have understood that. I probably would have been the guy saying, you bought a Ferrari, go drive it. And I agree with that. But there's a difference between actually enjoying the car and just putting miles on it because you need to get somewhere. Mileage does matter on these cars. I'm not going to pretend it doesn't. But it's not even just about the mileage. Sometimes I don't want to think about where I'm parking or whether I'm going to scrape the nose pulling into somewhere or come back and find somebody parked 6 inches away from me. Sometimes I just want to get in the car and go. And that's pretty much what it's become for me. The funny thing is, my history with Tesla actually goes back a long way. I was a pretty early adopter. I got into them when seeing a Tesla on the road was still kind of unusual. People used to ask me all the questions you don't really hear anymore. Where do you charge it? How far can you go? What happens if the battery dies? And one of the perks of getting in early was that I actually ended up with free supercharging for life. So I can pull into any supercharger, charge this thing up, and leave without paying anything. I've actually had this for years. And at this point, it's pretty hard to give that up, especially when the other choices in my garage all drink premium. So yeah, this is really easy to put miles on. But I've realized there's actually another benefit to having it. I think it keeps the other cars super special, and maybe that's the part I never expected. I don't drive the Lambo every day, so when I do get into it and start that V10, I still get really excited about it. Same thing with the F8 and the 911 Turbo S. Sometimes I'll walk into the garage, look at it, and just think, all right, I'm taking a Ferrari today. And I really like that feeling. I don't want driving one of these cars just to become another commute. It's kind of funny because for years, the dream was being able to own these cars. And I always assumed that part of that dream would be driving them every single day. Now that I actually can, I don't really feel the need to. I'd rather drive them when I actually want to drive them. So the Tesla handles all the normal stuff, errands, traffic, family stuff, bad weather, whatever. And when I want to go out and actually enjoy one of the cars, I can. I think having that separation has actually made owning them a lot better. So that's why, as weird as it probably looks with a Ferrari, a Lambo, and a Porsche sitting in the garage, this is probably the car I drive the most. But I'm curious if you guys would do the same thing. If you had a Ferrari, Lambo, or Porsche sitting at home, would you actually daily it? Or would you keep something else around for everyday driving? Let me know below. And we're getting super close to 1,000 subscribers. If you've been watching the channel and enjoy this kind of real world ownership stuff, hit subscribe and help us get there. I'd really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one.